The rain was loud against the office window. Too loud. I should have been presenting the final design. Should have been talking about load-bearing walls and natural light. Instead, I was watching Claire. She stood by the window, arms wrapped around herself. Her navy dress was damp from running through the parking lot, hair falling out of its clip. Mascara smudged under her eyes. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I shouldn't be here. It's okay." "It's not." She turned. "Your firm is counting on this project. And I'm falling apart." I stood, crossed the room, stopped 3 feet away. Too close. Not close enough. "Claire, he died 2 years ago today." The words hung between us. 2 years. The same amount of time I'd been chasing a ghost. "I know," I said. "And I'm here. With you. Instead of—" Her voice broke. "Instead of at the cemetery. You don't have to explain. I do. Because if we do this, if I let this happen, everything falls apart." "Do what?" She looked at me. Eyes red. Desperate. "This." She kissed me. And I knew right then that I was about to lose everything. My firm. My reputation. My best friend. But I kissed her back anyway. I wasn't supposed to be at the gallery opening. My firm had hired Claire to commission a piece for our new downtown project. Something modern, abstract, conversation starting. I'd seen her portfolio online. Impressive, clean lines, emotional weight without being heavy-handed. But I hadn't expected times her asterisk. She stood in the center of the gallery, surrounded by her work, a navy dress that hit just below the knee, hair pulled back, but a few strands had escaped, framing her face. The gallery smelled like wine and fresh paint. Jazz played softly in the background, something slow, melancholic. She was laughing at something a client said, but the laugh didn't reach her eyes. I noticed that immediately. I'm good at noticing things people try to hide. It's what makes me a decent architect. You have to read people, understand what they're not saying. And Claire was saying a lot without words. "Miss Anderson?" She turned, smiled. "Polite? Professional? You must be Mr. Park, from Arcadia Architecture." "Daniel. Please?" She extended a hand. I shook it. Her grip was firm, but her hand was cold. "Thank you for coming," she said. "I know gallery openings aren't usually architects' scene. I don't mind art. You don't mind it?" She raised an eyebrow. Thrilling endorsement. I almost smiled. "I mean, I appreciate it. I just don't always understand it. Most people don't. That's why I'm here." She gestured to the paintings around us. Abstract. Bold. A lot of reds and blacks. "These are from my After series," she said. "After what?" Her smile faltered. "Just for a second. After everything changed. I didn't push. I could tell there was a story there. And I've learned that some stories need time. I like them," I said. "They're honest." She looked at me. Really looked at me. Like she was trying to figure out if I meant it. "Honest," she repeated. "That's a new one. Most people say dark or intense. Those two." We stood there, neither of us speaking. The gallery buzzed around us, champagne glasses clinking, polite laughter, the hum of small talk. But between us, it was quiet. "So," she said finally, "your firm wants a piece for the lobby?" "Yes. Something that reflects resilience. Rebuilding. Rebuilding. From loss. Failure. Whatever." Her jaw tightened. "You're very specific. I like to know what I'm asking for. Most clients just say, something pretty. I'm not most clients." She studied me again, then nodded. "Okay, I can work with that. Good. But I'll need time. How much?" "As much as it takes." I met her eyes. "Then take all the time you need." She blinked. Something shifted in her expression. Surprise, maybe. Or recognition. "Thank you," she said softly. We exchanged emails over the next 2 weeks. Formal, professional. She sent sketches. I sent feedback. The firm was pleased. Everything was on track. But then she sent an email that wasn't about the project. Asterisk subject. "Coffee?" Asterisk asterisk Daniel. Asterisk asterisk. "I know this is unprofessional, but I wanted to say thank you for not rushing me on the commission. Most clients are pushy. You're not. I appreciate that." Asterisk. Asterisk. "If you're free this week, I'd like to buy you a coffee. No business talk, just coffee." Asterisk, asterisk, Claire Times. I stared at the email for 10 minutes. Then I replied, asterisk, Claire, asterisk, asterisk. Coffee sounds good. Thursday at 3? Asterisk, asterisk, Daniel Times. Her reply came 2 minutes later. Asterisk. Perfect. The cafe was small, tucked between a bookstore and a vintage shop, the kind of place that smelled like cinnamon and old wood. Claire was already there when I arrived. Sitting by the window, 2 cups on the table. I ordered for you, she said. Black, right? How'd you know? You strike me as a no-nonsense kind of guy. I sat down. Is that a compliment? It's an observation. I sipped the coffee. It was good. Strong. So, I said. No business talk. No business talk. Then what do we talk about? She smiled. A real one this time. I don't know. What do normal people talk about? I wouldn't know. I'm an architect. We're not normal, she laughed. Actually laughed. The sound was light. Surprised. Fair point. We sat in silence for a moment. Comfortable. Not awkward. Can I ask you something? She said. Sure. Why did you really come to the gallery opening? I paused. Because I wanted to meet the artist. Why? Because your work felt personal. Like you were trying to say something. I was. What were you saying? She looked down at her cup, traced the rim with her finger. That grief is loud, she said, quietly. And sometimes the only way to survive it is to scream back. I didn't know what to say to that. So, I just nodded. My husband died 2 years ago, she continued. Car accident. He was driving home from work. A truck ran a red light. I'm sorry. Everyone's sorry. She looked up. Her eyes were dry, but hollow. But sorry doesn't bring him back. No, it doesn't. So I paint, and I scream, and I try to keep moving. And Lily? Her expression softened. She's 7. She doesn't understand why Daddy's not coming home. But she's trying. That's hard. It is. We sat in silence again. But this time, it felt heavier. Why are you here, Daniel? She asked. Because you invited me. No. I mean, why are you Times here? Asterisk. Listening to me talk about my dead husband? I set my cup down, looked at her. Because I lost my dad when I was 12, I said. And no one let me talk about him. They said I needed to move on. Be strong. All that bullshit. Her eyes widened. So I know what it's like, I continued. To carry someone with you. To feel like you're betraying them if you're happy. To wonder if you'll ever feel normal again. Do you? She whispered. Feel normal? Some days. And the other days? I wait for them to pass. She stared at me, then nodded. How did he die? Your dad? Heart attack. At work. He was 41. God, that's young. Yeah. Were you close? Very. He taught me how to draw, how to build things, how to be patient. Sounds like a good man. He was. And for years, I felt guilty whenever I was happy, like I was betraying him by moving on. And now? Now I know he'd want me to be happy. But it took me a long time to believe that. Claire's eyes filled. How long? 10 years. 10? Give or take. She looked down. I don't know if I have 10 years. You don't need 10. You just need one day at a time. That's what everyone says. Because it's true. She smiled. Sad. You're annoyingly wise. I've been told. Thank you. For what? For not telling me it gets better. I almost smiled. Does it? I don't know yet. I sat in my car. Hands on the steering wheel. Engine off. What the hell was I doing? Claire was a client. A widow. 12 years older. With a daughter and a dead husband she still wore a ring for. And I was an idiot architect who couldn't stop thinking about the way she traced the rim of her coffee cup. My phone buzzed. Marcus. My business partner. How'd it go? Fine. Did she sign off on the sketches? Not yet. Daniel. We need this project. The firm is hemorrhaging money. If we lose the Anderson commission, I know. Then get your head in the game. Stop thinking about her. I hung up. He didn't know, but he would. Eventually. Because I was falling for a woman I could never have. And when this blew up, and it would, I'd lose everything. The firm. The partnership. My career. But I couldn't stop. We started meeting every Thursday. Same cafe. Same table. Same order. It wasn't dating. Claire made that clear. I'm not ready for that. she'd said after the third coffee. I don't know if I'll ever be. That's okay. Is it? Yes. She looked at me like I was lying. But I wasn't. I wasn't in a hurry. Lily came with her sometimes. Shy at first. She'd sit next to Claire, coloring in a notebook while we talked. Then one day, she asked, Are you my mom's boyfriend? Claire's face went pale. Lily, no, I said. I'm her friend. Lily frowned. Boys can't be friends with moms. Why not? Because, I don't know. They just can't. Well, I'm proving you wrong. She considered this, then went back to coloring. Claire exhaled. Sorry, she's protecting you, I said. That's smart. She's 7. So? Claire's eyes softened. You're very patient. I've been told. Is that your superpower? I shrugged. I guess. What's your weakness? I looked at her, hoping. She didn't ask what I meant. She already knew. It was a Saturday. Claire had texted asking if I wanted to go to the park with her and Lily. I said yes. Lily ran ahead, chasing pigeons. Claire walked beside me, hands in her coat pockets. She likes you, Claire said. She tolerates me. For Lily, that's the same thing. I watched the little girl dart between trees, laughing. She looks like him, I said. Claire stiffened. What? James. She has his eyes. You've said that before. I didn't think you remembered. I remember everything you tell me. She stopped walking, turned to face me. Why? Because it matters to you. Her eyes searched mine. Daniel, I'm not trying to replace him, I said quickly. I know I can't. I'm just here. I know. Do you? She nodded. But she didn't look convinced. Lily ran back over. Mr. Daniel, can you push me on the swings? Sure, kiddo. I followed her to the playground. Claire stayed on the bench, watching. I pushed Lily. Not too high, just enough to make her giggle. Do you have kids? She asked. No. Why not? I haven't met the right person yet. What about my mom? I almost stopped pushing. What about her? Do you like her? I glanced at Claire. She was staring at her phone, pretending not to listen. Yes, I said honestly. I do. Are you going to marry her? Lily, my friend Mia says, you can't marry someone unless you love them. Do you love my mom? My hands slowed. It's complicated. Why? Because your mom is still figuring things out. Figuring what out? How she feels. About me. About your dad. About everything. Lily went quiet for a moment. Then, Daddy used to push me on the swings. My hands froze on the swing. Lily didn't notice. She kept going, pumping her legs. He'd push me really high. Higher than you. I bet he did. I miss him. I know. Do you think he can see us? From heaven? I swallowed. I don't know. I hope he can, because then he'd know I'm okay. And that Mommy's trying. Trying what? To be happy again? I caught the swing, brought it to a stop. Lily turned around. Her eyes were wet. Do you think he'd be mad? That you're here? I don't know, I said quietly. But I think, if he loved you, and your mom, he'd want you both to be happy. Even if it's not with him? Even then, she wiped her eyes. Okay, good. Because I like you. Even if you can't push me as high, I smiled. I'll work on it. Okay. Then she jumped off the swing and ran back to Claire. I stayed there, hands still gripping the chains. Asterisk. He'd push me really high. Higher than you. Asterisk. Lily's words looped in my head. Of course James pushed her higher. Of course he did. Because James was perfect. Engineer, baseball fan, beloved by everyone, dead at 38, frozen in time as the ideal father and husband, and I was just Daniel, a broke architect who ate ramen and couldn't push a kid high enough on a swing. I would never be him. No matter how long I waited, no matter how patient I was, I would always be second place. The anger came fast. Hot. Irrational. I knew it was wrong. Knew it was selfish to be jealous of a dead man. But I was. I was jealous of the way Claire's eyes softened when she talked about him. Jealous of the ring she still wore. Jealous of the way Lily said daddy like it was sacred. Because no matter what I did, I would never replace him. I would never be times enough. Asterisk. When I finally walked back, Claire was staring at me. What did she say? she asked. Nothing important. Daniel. She asked if James would be mad. Claire's face crumpled. God. I'm sorry. I didn't. It's okay. It's not. She shouldn't have to, Claire. I sat next to her. It's okay. She shook her head. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm hurting her, or helping her, or you're doing your best. What if my best isn't enough? It is. She looked at me. Really? Looked, and then she kissed me. It lasted 3 seconds. Then she pulled back, eyes wide. Oh, God. Claire, I shouldn't have. She stood. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. It's not. Her hands were shaking. We can't. Lily looked up from her coloring book. Mommy? Claire forced a smile. We need to go, sweetie? But we just got here? Now? Lily? The little girl frowned but gathered her things. Claire wouldn't look at me. Claire, wait, I'm sorry, Daniel. I need to go. She grabbed Lily's hand and left. I sat on that bench for 20 minutes, staring at nothing. Then I went home. She didn't text, didn't call. Thursday came and went. No coffee. I told myself to give her space, that she'd reach out when she was ready. But 2 weeks turned into 3, and silence turned into absence. Rachel called me. Claire's sister. I'd met her once, briefly, at a gallery event. Daniel? Speaking. It's Rachel. Claire's sister. I know. Is everything okay? She hesitated. That depends on your definition of okay. Is Claire hurt? Not physically? Then what? She's spiraling. Won't leave the house? Won't talk to anyone except Lily. And even then, she's barely holding it together. My chest tightened. What happened? You happened. I didn't. I know. I'm not blaming you. She sighed. But she kissed you. And now she thinks she's betraying James. And Mom's not helping. Her mom? She found out. About you. About the park. She told Claire she's being selfish. That Lily needs stability. Not some new guy. What exactly did she say? Rachel sighed. Do you really want to know? Yes. Fine. She showed up at Claire's house last week. Unannounced. Lily was coloring at the table. And Mom just laid into her. About me? About everything. About how it's too soon. About how James would be disappointed. About how Lily needs consistency. Not strange men. My jaw tightened. I've met Lily 3 times. I know. But Mom doesn't care. She's grieving too. And she's taking it out on Claire. That's not fair. No, it's not. But that's what's happening. I closed my eyes. Did Lily hear? Some of it. Claire sent her upstairs. But kids hear more than we think. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not some new guy. I know that. But Mom doesn't. And Claire's too guilty to fight back. I closed my eyes. What do you want me to do? I don't know. But she needs you, even if she won't admit it. She pushed me away. Because she's scared. Of what? Of being happy. Of moving on. Of forgetting him. I didn't know what to say. Just, don't give up on her, Rachel said. Please. The next morning, Marcus cornered me in the break room. You're involved with her? I froze. What? Claire Anderson. You're involved with her. Don't lie. Marcus, do you have any idea what you're risking? His voice was low. Dangerous. She's a client. If this relationship goes public, if she accuses you of anything, we lose our license. We lose everything. She wouldn't. You don't know that. And even if she doesn't, the optics are terrible. Architect exploits vulnerable widow. That's the headline. My jaw tightened. It's not like that. Then, what is it like? I didn't answer. Marcus leaned in. Her husband James, he was Mike's college roommate. Did you know that? My blood went cold. Mike loved James like a brother. And if he finds out you're involved with James's widow before this project is done, he won't. He will. Someone always talks. And when he does, you're out. We're both out. I'll handle it. You better. Because I'm not losing my career over your midlife crisis. He left. I stood there, hands shaking. He was right. I was playing with fire. But I couldn't stop. I showed up at her house the next day. It was a small colonial in the suburbs, white trim, blue shutters, the kind of house that screamed family. James's house. I'd never asked Claire what he was like. Not really. I knew the fax engineer, loved baseball, died at 38, but I didn't know times him asterisk, and part of me didn't want to. Because how do you compete with a memory? I rang the doorbell. Claire answered. Hair in a messy bun. Eyes red. Daniel. Hi. What are you doing here? Rachel called. Her jaw tightened. She shouldn't have. She's worried about you. I'm fine. You're not. She looked away. You should go. Claire, please. Just go. Not until you talk to me. There's nothing to talk about. Bullshit. Her eyes snapped to mine. Excuse me? You kissed me. Then you disappeared. That's not nothing. It was a mistake. Was it? Yes. Look me in the eye and say that. She tried, but she couldn't. I can't do this, she whispered. Do what? This. You? Us? Why? Because I'm still married. The words hung in the air. I stepped back. Claire, he's dead, but I'm still married. In my head. In my heart. And every time I look at you, I feel like I'm cheating on him. You're not. It feels like it. Then what do you want me to do? I don't know. She covered her face. I don't know. I wanted to hold her. To tell her it was okay. That I understood. But I couldn't. Because she'd already made her choice. I'm sorry, she said. I shouldn't have let this go so far. You didn't let anything happen. We just connected. I know. And that's the problem. I nodded. Okay. Okay. If you need space, I'll give it to you. Daniel. But I'm not giving up on you. Her eyes filled. You should. I won't. Why? I looked at her. Really looked. Because you're worth waiting for. She broke. Sobbed into her hands. I wanted to reach for her. But I didn't. Because some pain needs to be felt alone. I just need more time to think, she whispered. I nodded. Then take all the time you need. I'll wait. I didn't call, didn't text. Rachel updated me occasionally. Claire was seeing a therapist. Lily was in counseling too. They were working through it. But Claire didn't reach out, and I kept my word. I waited. Then one night, my phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? Daniel? It was Lily. Lily? Are you okay? I'm not supposed to call you, but I needed to. Where's your mom? She's in her room, crying. My heart stopped. Why? Because she misses you. And she misses Daddy. And she doesn't know what to do. Lily, she thinks if she loves you, she's forgetting him. But that's not true, right? I swallowed. No, that's not true. Then why won't she call you? Because she's scared. Of what? Of making the wrong choice. Lily was quiet for a moment. Mr. Daniel? Yeah, kiddo? If I love you, does that mean I don't love Daddy? My chest tightened. No. You can love both of us. Are you sure? I'm sure. Okay. She paused. Will you come back? If your mom wants me to. She does. She just won't say it. Then I'll wait until she's ready. But what if she's never ready? I closed my eyes. Then I'll wait anyway. I was leaving work when I saw her. Claire, standing in the parking lot, hands in her coat pockets. I stopped. Claire. Hi. Is everything okay? I don't know. I waited. She took a breath. I went to see James today. At the cemetery. Okay. I told him about you. My heart pounded. What did you say? That I met someone. Someone patient. Someone kind. Someone who doesn't ask me to forget. And I asked him what I should do. What did he say? She smiled. Sad. Nothing, obviously. But I think if he were here, he'd tell me to stop punishing myself. I didn't move. He'd tell me that grief isn't betrayal, and that loving someone new doesn't erase him. Claire, I'm not healed. Daniel, I don't know if I ever will be. I still miss him. I still wear my ring. I still talk to him sometimes. I know. And if you're with me, you're with all times of that. The grief, the guilt, the ghost. I know. Then why are you still here? I stepped closer. Because I don't need you to be healed. I just need you to be honest. About what? About what you want. She looked at me. Eyes full of tears. I want to stop feeling guilty for being happy. Then stop. I don't know how. Then let me help. She shook her head. It's not fair to you. Let me decide that. Daniel, I waited 2 months. Claire, I'll wait 2 more. Or 2 years. Or however long it takes. Why? Because you're worth it. She broke, stepped into my arms. I held her, let her cry. I'm so tired, she whispered. I know. I don't know if I can do this. Then we'll figure it out together. She pulled back, looked up at me. I can't promise I'll be perfect. I don't want perfect. I can't promise I won't push you away again. I'll be here when you come back. I can't promise. I kissed her. Not hard, not desperate, just steady. When I pulled back, she was crying. I love him, she whispered. I know, but I think I love you too. I know. Is that okay? I cupped her face. Yeah, it's okay. She kissed me again, slower this time, like she was testing something. Then she stepped back. Lily's in the car. I glanced over, saw the little girl waving from the back seat. She called me last week, I said. Claire's eyes widened. She what? Said you were crying? Asked if I'd come back? Oh God. I'm so sorry, don't be. She shouldn't have. She loves you. And she's trying to help. Claire looked at Lily, then back at me. She asked me if loving you means she doesn't love James. What did you tell her? That she can love both of you. Claire's breath hitched. And you believe that? Yes, even though one of us is a ghost? Even then. She nodded, slow, like she was absorbing it. Okay. I'm still going to therapy, and Lily is too. And some days are going to be hard. I know. And I'm going to need space sometimes. I know. And Claire. I took her hands. I know. And I'm still here. She exhaled. Okay. She smiled. Small. Fragile. But real. Thank you. For what? For waiting. I kissed her forehead. I'd wait forever. I drove her. She'd asked me to. Said she didn't want to be alone before the session. We sat in the parking lot. Rain drumming on the roof. Are you nervous? I asked, terrified. Why? Because I'm going to talk about you. About us. And I don't know what she'll say. What do you want her to say? She looked at me. That I'm not crazy. That it's okay to feel this way. You're not crazy. But what if she says I'm rushing? That I'm using you to avoid grief? Are you? I don't think so. But what if I am? I took her hand. Then we'll figure it out. She squeezed. You keep saying that because it's true. She exhaled. Okay. She kissed me. Quick. Then, got out of the car. I watched her walk into the building, shoulders tense, head down, and I waited. An hour later, she came back. Eyes red, but lighter. How'd it go? I asked. Hard. But good. She buckled her seatbelt. She said something that I needed to hear. What? That loving someone new doesn't erase James. It just means my heart is big enough for both. I didn't say anything. And she said that Lily needs to see me happy. Because kids learn love from watching their parents? She's right. Claire looked at me. I'm still scared. I know, but I want to try. Then we'll try. She leaned over, rested her head on my shoulder. Thank you for waiting. Always. We were at the cemetery again. Claire, Lily, and me. Lily placed daisies at the grave. Claire stood beside me, hand in mine. Hi, James, Claire said softly. I brought Daniel. I squeezed her hand. I know you'd probably have a lot to say about this. About us. She paused. But I think you'd be okay with it. Because Daniel makes me happy. And he makes Lily happy. And I think that's what you'd want. Lily tugged my sleeve. Do you think Daddy can hear us? I don't know, kiddo. But I think he knows you love him. Do you love him too? I glanced at Claire. She was crying. But smiling. Yeah, I said. I do. Because he gave me you too. Lily hugged me. Claire leaned into my side. And for the first time in 2 years, the cemetery didn't feel like a prison. It felt like peace. We were together. But it wasn't a fairy tale. Mike had found out. 3 months after Claire and I went public, someone I suspect her mother sent an anonymous email to the firm. Asterisk, Daniel Park is exploiting a vulnerable widow for professional gain. Asterisk, The ethics investigation cleared me. Barely. But the damage was done. Mike pulled me from the Anderson project, reassigned me to suburban kitchen renovations. Someone else finished Claire's gallery piece. Our firm lost 2 major clients. Rumors spread. Asterisk Arcadia hires predators. Asterisk Marcus stopped talking to me. The partnership dissolved 6 months later. I started my own practice. Small. Struggling. Operating out of a rented office above a dry cleaner. But it was mine. Claire's mother never forgave her. Stopped coming to Lily's birthdays. Stopped calling. Stopped acknowledging Claire existed. And cut her off financially. Claire had inherited the house when James died. His life insurance, his retirement fund, enough to never worry about money again. Her mother made sure she lost it all. She convinced James's parents to contest the will, Claire told me one night. Said I was mentally unfit because of our relationship. That I was squandering James's legacy. And they won. Partial custody of the estate. The house had to be sold. The money went into a trust for Lily that I can't touch. Jesus. I kept the gallery. Barely. But it's struggling. Turns out people don't want to buy art from that widow who moved on too fast. Claire, she said I'm dishonoring James. That I'm selfish. That I'm ruining Lily's future. Do you believe her? Some days. Lily was in therapy. Twice a month. She loved me. But she also resented me. You're not my real dad, she'd said last week. Matter of fact. Not cruel. Just true. I know. But I wish you were. Sometimes. It was the closest thing to acceptance I'd get. We sat on the couch, Lily asleep between us. The apartment was small, 1 bedroom. Lily slept on the pullout. James's house, the white colonial with blue shutters, was gone. Sold to strangers. Claire's inheritance, gone. My firm, gone. Our reputations, gone. But we were here. Are you happy? Claire whispered. I looked at her. At Lily. At the life we'd scraped together from the ruins. Yeah. Even though you lost your firm? Even then. Even though I lost the house? The money? The gallery's barely surviving? Even then. Even though my mom cut us both off? Even then? Even though Lily still calls you Mr. Daniel sometimes? I kissed her forehead. Even then. She smiled. Sad, tired, real. Was it worth it? I looked at Lily. At Claire. At the scars we carried? Yeah, it was. Outside, rain tapped the windows. Inside, we were broke. Exhausted. Scarred. But we were ours. Real. Messy. Survived. Not perfect, but worth every sacrifice.